Welcome to the WA State Futsal Centre in Bibra Lake, Western Australia. It's finals time in the winter competition, the Pepsi Women's State Futsal League Winter Competition 2016. And it will see Stirling FC taking on Fremantle FC. Stirling in the white, Fremantle in the black. Stirling have had an outstanding season. They won 19, lost none and drew 2. Scored a whopping 208 goals and only 44 against. It's an average of 9.9 goals per game. So South Fremantle, who finished third on the ladder, they're going to have it all to do. They won 13, lost 7, drew 1. And they scored 96 goals and average 4.5, which is just under half the average of their opponents tonight. Mind you, it is the highest scorer against the second highest scorer, so we should expect some goals. Rest assured, it will be a thoroughly entertaining game. Just run through the lineups for Stirling. In goal is Katerina Jukic wearing number 12. Then we've got Nicole Campbell wearing 8. Tia Eastman wearing 7. Ella Mastrantonio wearing 6. Shannon May 5. And Mariana Tabane wearing 9. For Fremantle, well, their goalkeeper is Melissa Rinaldi. And then wearing 7 is Brianne Alexander. 8 is Kate Bogomil. 2, Penelope Rinaldi. 16, Nicole Ritchie. 9, Sanna Svensson. And 18, Emma Young. Stirling FC in the white. Well, most of these players are either playing for the Perth Glory women's team in the W League, or they have done, except for Mariana Tabane, who currently plays over in Melbourne. Playing for Melbourne City. Well, it's Fremantle to get us underway in their black strip. They're going to have to really concentrate in this game, you feel, if they're going to come away and lift the title. Mariana Tabane from the side. Comes across to Campbell. Back to Tabane. Just a show and then pushes forward. Good run from Ella Mastriantonio. Good intercept coming from Brianne Alexander. She's a young player with plenty of talent. Good save from Jukic. Shannon May plays on quickly. Calms things down is Mariana Tabane. Back to Campbell, and her pass was cut out by Rinaldi. That's the one thing Fremantle don't want to do, is get sucked in and have to hurry their passes. Mastrantonio looking for Tabane, but it's gone out of play on the far side. Making her way across is Sanna Svensson. And penalised. I don't think the ball was stationary when Svensson played that in. Campbell back to Mastrantonio. Cut out well by Alexander. Just ran away from her, but came back, and then the pass was behind Bogomil. And again, a misplaced pass by Fremantle. Just struggling at the moment to find their passes. Bogomil wearing the captain's armband today, Shannon May. Good early pass. Oh, almost a brilliant touch from Campbell. It was a good run, but Rinaldi came off her line well. Shannon May steals it back for Stirling. And so too does Mastrantonio. Campbell across to Mariana Tabane. Tabane on her left foot. Just played forward by Bogomil to no one in particular. Campbell to Shannon May, gets the return pass. Good work from Rinaldi coming across. May lets it run. Master Antonio, it's a first-time pass, was looking for Tabane. Stolen by Alexander. Shot comes in. Jukic saves. Oh, but Jukic, well, that was a little bit relaxed. She apologises now, smiles all around. Nodded on by Campbell. Rinaldi to her sister, played into the legs of Master Antonio. High ball over the top, but unable to find Nicole Ritchie, who's come on for Fremantle, wearing number 16. Shannon May, crossfield pass to Tabane, back to May. Master Antonio in space. Shannon May feeds Tabane. Tabane finds Master Antonio in space, comes across to Campbell, should be a goal. It is. Just too much time and space for Stirling. And Nicole Campbell opens the scoring. Just over 4 minutes gone. Really good build-up. Pass across the edge of the area. Took a touch and then picked her spot past Melissa Rinaldi. Shannon May steals it back, looking for a quick pass from Master Antonio. So Stirling really have hit their straps early in this match. Stolen again. Master Antonio going past. Is a pass to Shannon May. Open goal. So 2 goals within a minute for Stirling. Just didn't panic in front of goal. Master Antonio feeding Shannon May. Goals do come thick and fast, but it's going to be a tough ask now, I think, for Fremantle to get back in this match, although if they can score the next goal, they'll give themselves a little bit of hope. Tabane out to Shannon May, back to Tabane. Good overlapping run from her. Ritchie, though, good cover. Playing the ball over the baseline for a corner. Master Antonio back to Tabane, had to hurry a little bit under pressure. Over the top and just trying to flick that over was Tia Eastman. Would have been a brilliant idea if it had come off. Into Shannon May, so Bogomil from the side for Fremantle. 6 minutes gone, 2-0 to Stirling, and coming back, almost running into her own goal, was Katie Bogomil. Rinaldi bowls the ball forward, goes all the way through to Katarina Jukic. Bogomil with a good header, but Tabane picks up, feeds it out wide to Eastman, and her pass on the angle just a little bit too far ahead of Shannon May. So Rinaldi, oh, it's a good first time pass. And just lifted too high from Emma Young. Strong challenge coming across from Sana Svensson. Maybe a little bit lucky. No free kick was given. Tabane with 2 players in front of her. Goes back to Master Antonio. Master Antonio over the top, needed a first time touch. Just didn't quite happen for Campbell. Bogomil again, anticipating the pass and closing it down, but Fremantle just giving Stirling a little bit too much space and time on the ball at the moment. Master Antonio, and a great tackle from the captain, Katie Bogomil. Tabane helps it forward. Strong challenge again from Svensson. Had a shoulder in the back. This should be a goal. Good save in the end from Rinaldi to deny Mariana Tabane. Just had the keeper to beat, and so Rinaldi just stuck out a leg and kept the ball out of the goal. Now it's Brie Alexander, cross it comes, bit of a mix-up in front of the goal from Stirling. Hurried clearance coming from Tia Eastman. No luck for Fremantle, the ball not coming off a Stirling player. So Shannon May to Katarina Jukic, part of the very strong Jukic family. We've all played good level football as Stirling break forward again. It just runs behind Mariana Tabane. Katarina Jukic's brother Andrea, having played for the Perth Glory men's team. And his brother Luca is one of the top players in the state for the Western Knights. Takes a deflection, should be a corner to Fremantle. And her other sister, Antonia's not a bad player either. Falls to Ronaldo, hits the post. Well, that was the chance that really Fremantle needed to take. It was a real opportunity, curling shot, grabbed by Jukic. Brie Alexander just trying to organise the marking behind her as she pushed forward. Eastman to Tabane, helps it forward again to the ever lively Shannon May. Good pass, saved. Shannon May, it's a third. Just ricocheted up and Shannon May made absolutely no mistake. So it's 3-0 now as we approach the halfway stage in the first half. Shannon May with a double. Just feel that maybe Fremantle showing the Stirling side a little bit too much respect, just sitting off them too much. Tabane, space to run again, comes back to Tabane. Good pressure. Comes to Mariana Tabane again, and she picks out Shannon May in space with a good cross court pass. Tabane runs into Young, it was. Apology came a little bit after. That's cut out well by Ritchie, but it will still be a Stirling ball from the side. And again, Ritchie gets her foot in the way. Another ball from the side for Stirling. Shannon May forced across the court by Brie Alexander. Goes back to Jukic. Alexander's done well. Jukic recovered though. A little bit fortunate a couple of times, Jukic. Now it's May on the left. She cuts infield. Comes back to Campbell, feeds Eastman. Eastman forced back to halfway, but then given space to turn and pick out Campbell. Campbell back to Mariana Tabane. And again, Shannon May just able to turn on halfway. 3 players around her. Just lifted over the top. Goalkeeper a little bit hesitant, but saves in the end from May. Bogomil cut infield and just too close for Alexander. Alexander now looking to go off, I think. No subs ready to come on at the moment, so she'll stay out there. Mastro Antonio. Now back to Mariana Tabane, to Shannon May. Lovely shimmy from her. Cuts infield. Shannon May with a first half hat-trick. That was just the way she let the ball run and made her body go one way. The ball went the other. Cut infield and a wonderful left foot finish. So in under 10 minutes, Shannon May has a hat-trick. Scored her first in the 5th, second in the 9th, and her third in the 13th minute. 4-0 to Stirling. South Fremantle really need a goal quickly. Jukic hasn't, well, she's only made, I think, one save with her hands. That's the second, and just tips it over. It's a good effort from Bogomil. Can they score from the corner? Comes deep to Bogomil, closed down by Tabane. Left foot shot, plays it into her own player, just wide. Oh, Svensson almost hitting the target. Now it falls to Young. Young plays it into the body of Mastrantonio. Should be a shot again. Just a little bit hesitant. Saved again by Jukic with her legs. Shannon May, though, dribbles it out from defence. Picks out Tabane. Tabane lifts it over the defender, Bogomil. But no one on the end for Stirling. Shot from Mastrantonio. Ricochets out of play on the far side. Shannon May back to Mastrantonio. And first time passing there, just being knocked around with ease by Stirling. Tabane, good footwork from her. Scored the 2009 W League Goal of the Year against Adelaide United. Mariana Tabane. She did say a few years ago that her two favourite players were Cristiano Ronaldo and WA's very own Colette McCullum. Comes out to Mastrantonio, picks out Shannon May. Rinaldi in front. May manages to skip away from the first challenge. Feeds Tabane, and Tabane's pass splits May and Eastman. In fact, it's Campbell, my apologies. Intercepted by Tabane. She had a little bit of a tug on the shirt, which wasn't spotted by the officials, and to be honest, Nicole Ritchie a little bit lucky. Bogomil lifts it right the way up, almost takes our camera out of action. Good hand skills from Angus, the cameraman. That's plenty of work in the back garden with his son Jack, I'm sure, has developed those goalkeeping skills. Stirling searching for a fifth before the half-time break. Stolen away by Brie Alexander. Can they get a goal? Jukic saves with ease, then just rolls the ball out to Campbell. Picks out May, top of the area. Ricochets and Alexander's legs, and eventually is grabbed by Rinaldi. It's been a tough start for Melissa Rinaldi in this match as Shannon May bears down on goal again. And Rinaldi gets a touch, and it just squirms wide to deny Nicole Campbell a goal. Shot comes in just wide from Tabane. Three and a half minutes to go in the first half. Mastrantonio pulls away from Alexander, feeds Eastman. Back to Mastrantonio. Tabane. Pressure being applied, and Bogomil got away with it. What looked like a foul. Good save from Rinaldi, and stumbling over the ball was Mariana Tabane. Comes to Alexander, closed down quickly. Pressure applied by Mastrantonio. Tabane's free, and that is a very, very simple goal. Miss pass, Mastrantonio unselfishly laying it across the area to the unmarked Tabane. So 5-0 now to Stirling. Saying how many goals they've scored this year in the tournament. 208 in the home and away, averaging 9.9 a game. And it looks like they may well be headed for 9 in this final. Over the shoulder on Master Antonio, but didn't quite come off and went out of play. Intercepted again. Master Antonio, is she going to go herself? Just closed down by Svensson. Tabane now gets some space, beats Rinaldi. Good save on the line though. Well done, Emma Young. Covering her goalkeeper well. Penny Rinaldi still on the ball. Goes back to Alexander, back to Young, comes to Alexander again. Just helps it down the line to Rinaldi, but that's a soft shot. Thrown out, and unfortunately for Stirling, Tia Eastman couldn't bring it under control. Good pass forward, but not kept in play. Heading into the final minute of the first half. Played out wide to Campbell. Campbell looked to go round Rinaldi. Crowd liked it. Tabane trying to help it forward. Good covering defence from Rinaldi. Doing well with Svensson to close that down. Comes to Young. Young closed down but managed to squeeze it through the legs of Tabane. Jukic in no hurry. Help forward, good block again from Emma Young. Jukic, good pass, top of the area, just holding it up was Campbell. Comes to Campbell again, first time though, into the roof. Smiles all around as Eastman and her combined very well, but no goal came from it. And that is the half-time whistle, and it's been a really emphatic performance by Stirling, and not surprisingly, they're going off with big smiles on their face. Opened the scoring in the 4th minute through Nicole Campbell. Then it was a hat-trick from Shannon May, and Mariana Tabane rounding out the scoring in the first half in the 17th minute. Means that going in at half-time, the scoreline reads Stirling 5, Fremantle 0. Slow to come back out for the second half, the players from Stirling. Good to see Fremantle out nice and early. A few smiles on their faces, even though they are trailing 5-0 in this Pepsi Women's State Futsal League final. Ashley Morrison enjoying bringing you this final. Very strong lineup from Stirling as they get us underway. You've got Mariana Tabane wearing number 9, has played for Australia. Also, Anna Mastrantonio, who just played the ball forward on the ball now. Also having played for the Matildas. And over the top it goes to the keeper. Tabane getting there first, and not even 30 seconds gone in the second half. Tabane gets a second. And it is now 6-0 in favour of Stirling. Didn't lose a game all season in the home and away. Campbell lifts it over the top. Another header, brilliant save. And great sportsmanship being shown by Mastrantonio, applauding the save from Rinaldi. It was a good flick on by Mastrantonio and an equally good save from Rinaldi. Campbell open the scoring. Feeds Shannon May. May's pass, well, lucky for her, it ricocheted back to her. Svensson tried to break forward. Good covering header from Nicole Ritchie. It went off her eyebrow, actually, just holding her head. Tabane, back to Mastrantonio. Alexander trying to show her that the line, and it was a good save. Shot from long range. Rinaldi getting down low to her right. Pushing it out for a corner. Tabane. Oh, and it's Shannon May, and she's got a 4th and a 7th for Stirling. So Shannon May with 4 to her name at the moment. Mariana Tabane with 2 and Nicole Campbell with 1. Shannon May, who won the Perth Glory's Most Glorious Player Award in 2009. She was playing for Hammond Park in 2015. Good ball forward, but unable to keep it in play was Nicole Ritchie. Good intercept coming from Alexander, but a good block from May. Falls to Mastrantonio, feeds it to May. May closed down and a shot dribbles through to Rinaldi. Randy bowls it forward, looking for Brie Alexander. It was not a bad header to the back post, and Bogomil was coming in, but quick break now by Stirling. Mastrantonio, lovely little step over, lifts it over the keeper, just wide. Well, how quick was Stirling to counter-attack there? Tabane cuts in from the right-hand side, feeds May. Mastrantonio almost runs into Tabane. May drops back as an option. A 1-2 with her and Mastrantonio. Back to May. Tabane switches sides again. Shannon May, first time. And lifted by Nicole Campbell. High and wide, and someone in the crowd made some comment, which she found amusing because she gave a good little smile back to the person giving her a bit of a jeer. That was a good idea from Brie Alexander. Young's had to work hard to keep possession. May steals it. Good pass from Campbell to Tabane. Tabane cuts in. Good save it. No, it's dribbled in. Well, that was unfortunate. And a pat on the back from her sister. Rinaldi, it looked as if she'd saved it, but then the sheer power meant that it dribbled between her legs over the line. So Tabane now has a hat-trick. And the score goes up to 8-0. And it looks as if Stirling are going to maintain their 9 goals a game average. Oh, hits the post again, this time from Alexander. created the space brilliantly in front of goal. Jukic, well, she was down there, but I think it would have snuck in if it hadn't hit the woodwork. So Fremantle have hit the post twice, and Alexander gets the goal she deserves. Rinaldi from the side and just chested in by Brie Alexander. I'm not sure that will be the impetus for a huge comeback, but at least it shows that Fremantle have got a bit of fight in them and may well be able to narrow the gap before Stirling get their hands on the trophy. Eastman goes back to Mastrantonio, who knew the minute she hit that pass it was not what she intended. Brie Alexander playing it back, who formerly played for the Murdoch Warriors, back on the ball now. Also was picked in the 2016 March All-Stars from the Summer League. Highly rated young player. Mastrantonio. Campbell. Cole Campbell, who plays for Queen's Park in the winter season outdoors. Shanna May back to Campbell, closed down quickly. Comes back to Campbell again, Bogomil lets her go inside, and what a shot that was on the volley. Timeout being called by Fremantle. Probably not a bad idea, just gives them a chance to settle and regroup. 8-1 the score with just under 14 minutes remaining. Mariana Tabane with 3 for Stirling. Shanna May with 4 and Nicole Campbell with 1. Victor Branner is the coach of Stirling, but we're turning our attention to Bruno Rocha, the coach of South Fremantle. He said earlier in the season, this is a great group of players with amazing talent throughout. We started the season a bit slow by our standards, but probably due to heavy celebrations from winning the league last season. But he was happy that they would have pushed through and get to the finals this year. South Fremantle, of course, winning the summer season when they beat Bertha Quile 6-4 in the final. They're having a slightly tougher time of it tonight, trailing by 8-1 at the moment against Stirling. Well, the timeout is over. Stirling players making their way back out. Svensson. Back to Rinaldi. Svensson again just under hit, and Tabane pinches it back for Stirling. Good turn from Campbell. Strong tackle though from Brie Alexander. Tabane, she was aware that she had running behind her Nicole Ritchie, but good pass, picks out Shanna May. Looking to return the pass. Rinaldi did well. Good block on the edge of the area. Ritchie, short pass to Alexander, tries a shot again. Jukic saves with her feet, comes back to Alexander, who takes a tumble. Now it's Tabane. Tabane cuts across the top of the area. Good recovery and a good tackle coming from Sana Svensson. Decision goes against Stirling, and if looks could kill. Mariana Tabane not happy. Shanna May intercepts, feeds Tabane. Tabane back to May. May, the keeper's come out and ricochets. Well, was it off the backside of Shanna May? I think it may well have been, because it is going to be a Fremantle ball. Smiles between the two of them, but Tabane denied a goal. Maybe Shanna May doesn't want her to get 4 as well. Sure, that's not the case. Tia Eastman on the ball now, carries up to halfway, feeds Tabane. Stolen well. Good combination, Rinaldi and Alexander. Ricochets off May. Shot lifted though by Svensson. Good pass, picking out Tabane from Campbell. Played back in, Shannon May into the defender. Keepers come out, Rinaldi. May doesn't panic, feeds it across to Tabane and just pushed the first time shot wide of the post. Never really got the connection she was looking for. Ritchie's header goes all the way back to Bogomil. Bogomil feeds Svensson. Svensson to Alexander. Another cross court pass to Bogomil. Ritchie, good pass to Svensson. Back to Ritchie, good tackle from Shannon May, and then just toe pokes it forward for Campbell. Good tackle though from Brie Alexander. Shannon May shaped to shoot. Nobody really fell for it, I don't think. Tabane, back to May. Fremantle closing the space a little bit better. Tabane though, given too much room, and Tabane gets her fourth. And they get the magical 9 that they've been averaging in every game this season. So Mariana Tabane with 4, Shannon May with 4. Mariana Tabane, I was just checking, she got her hat-trick in 5 minutes, and as we see Young trying to get a shot away, but the ball just getting trapped under her feet. Ricochets back to Bogomil. Bogomil feeds Alexander, should be another goal. Jukic though, somehow managed to keep it out. Comes now to Eastman, out wide, lucky to keep that in play. Goes to Tabane, and not good defending at the back. Oh, and the little boy takes a tumble, but he puts his hands in the air in celebration. Bounces back up. Tabane dances through 2 defenders. Alexander, short pass goes to Ritchie. Back to Alexander, needs to be played early to Young. Option had gone, and Jukic, well, she played it straight into the legs of Nicole Ritchie, but luckily for her it didn't go in, but the ball goes the other end, and Mastrantonio on the volley makes it 10. Well, that is tough. One minute it looked like Fremantle were going to score, and then the quick ball from one end of the pitch to the other, and Mastrantonio on the volley beat Rinaldi. Maybe Rinaldi should have come. They would say that ball in the air from that range in your area, you should claim as a keeper. Rinaldi denies Tabane. May first time back to Eastman. Eastman, brilliant pass to pick out Tabane, and that makes it 11-1. Tabane gets her 5th. Brilliant pass though by Eastman to set it up. And it's proving now to be a little bit of a rout. Fremantle have got to pay for a bit of pride. The 2 teams met in round 2. It was 6-2 in favour of Stirling. Then in round 9 it was 6-1. And then maybe the ominous sign came in round 16 when it was 12-2 in favour of Stirling, and that was just approaching the finals. So Stirling really hitting form. It's 11-1 now. So 35 goals in this, the 5th game conceded by Fremantle against Stirling. Comes out wide now. Mastrantonio, good pass from her infield, but no goal coming from it. So unselfish the way Stirling play. Alexander and May just puts her body in the way. Bowled out again, over the top it goes. Rinaldi was looking for Alexander, just got the angle wrong on the pass. Now it's Shannon May to Tabane. Tabane looks to cut in past Bogomil. Mastrantonio feeding down the line. May comes back to Mastrantonio. Tabane in space. Shannon May. Well, a good run into the area, but just scuffed her shot. And Rinaldi able to save with ease. But that's cheap ball given away by Bogomil. Hits the post, and Rinaldi very grateful and just gathers it in. Tia Eastman, good header, picking out Shannon May. Mastrantonio again, back to Tabane. Eastman making her way forward. Mastrantonio looking to feed it into May. Strong challenge again from Nicole Ritchie. She burst forwards. Mastrantonio came across. Didn't need to make the challenge. Jukic just playing the ball out over the side. Approaching the final 5 minutes of this Pepsi Women's State Futsal League final. Stirling leading Fremantle by 11 goals to 1. May just gets a toe in. Alexander comes forward again, looks to help it across the area. Great defending once more from Mastrantonio. May just sitting in that pocket at the back as Mastrantonio pushes forward more in the second half. Tia Eastman points down the line and goes across the halfway line to May. Shot comes in and Mastrantonio gets a 12th and her second. So Stirling make it a dozen with exactly 5 minutes remaining. And the drums start to beat here at the WA State Futsal Centre. Brilliant atmosphere, always is. If you've never been, make sure you go to their website and check out the fixtures. Because not only is the standard of futsal in the men's and the women's competition outstanding, so too is the atmosphere when it comes to finals. As you can see, standing room only behind Fremantle's goal. So much is the demand for the fans to get in that the staff here have had to move their offices next door to create more space for viewing. Just over 4 minutes remaining. Mastrantonio with 2. Can she get a hat-trick as well and make it 3 Stirling players with a hat-trick in this match? Cut out from Alexander, but couldn't keep the ball in play. Tabane. Oh, it was a good idea from May, but she didn't get it through to Ariana Tabane, and that's great understanding from Shannon May and Tabane. Played out of play off the referee. Brie Alexander back infield, Svensson. And a misplaced pass again gives cheap possession back to Stirling. Mastrantonio looking for Tabane, who had to just scurry and stretch. Well cut out by Emma Young, the nursing student. Oh, and looking for the back heel from Ritchie. Saved by Jukic, and Tabane again plays it into Ritchie, and it goes over the goal line. So it'll be a Stirling ball. Nicole Campbell. Mastrantonio, lovely little shimmy to get past Brie Alexander. Tabane shoots, but it's wide. Did take, I thought, a deflection off Nicole Ritchie. Ritchie looking a little bit guilty, but the decision goes the way of Fremantle. Mastrantonio just thwarted there momentarily by Svensson. back to Tabane on halfway. Her pass was under hit. Svensson breaking. Brie Alexander was free in the middle, but pass was behind her, and she looked to feed it back to Svensson, but Tabane got a touch. Just sometimes Fremantle, their passes just let them down. Deflection almost going in the goal past Katarina Jukic. Oh, was that off the arm? Some would say it was. Nicole Ritchie tries to get inside the area, but Shannon May now feeds it wide. Campbell, will she round out the scoring? May to Campbell. Campbell just wide. Under a minute and a half remaining. Emma Young, who's trying to learn Portuguese, she says at the moment, as to help her futsal. Campbell again denied by a good save from Rinaldi. Alexander plays it forward. Clipped wide by Bogomil. Looking for Rinaldi, but didn't get the curl she wanted on the pass. Tabane, May and Mastrantonio combining well again. Comes to May, first time back to Tabane. We're in the final minute. Mastrantonio, Campbell's waiting at the back post. Comes to Shannon May. Will she feed it in? No, she goes on her left foot. Tries a shot just wide. And Campbell, could she have just stretched out a leg and rounded off the scoring? And Jukic decides she wants to come forward. I think she carried it outside of the area, so will be free kick to Fremantle. Maybe they can get themselves a second goal. Penny Rinaldi just giving her thoughts to her captain, Bogomil. Penny Rinaldi, who is apparently a very good flautist and teaches music. Played to her along the base, so she didn't get the connection she would have liked, and sees the funny side. It was almost a well-worked routine. Now lifted across, it worked. Good save from Jukic. Falls to Alexander, deflected into the legs of Shannon May. Jukic still sitting inside the goal. Shannon May not even sure what was going on there when it hit her. So a corner with 20 seconds remaining. Off Rinaldi, it goes off Tabane. So Rinaldi gets a second chance. Bogomil makes a good run forward, but Shannon May intercepts. Campbell, Holtz goes across pitch to Mastrantonio. It was a lovely little bit of skill, but it came to naught, and even the little hand clap after was pretty impressive from Mastrantonio. There is the final whistle, and comprehensive winners, Stirling FC, 12 goals to 1. We had 2 goals from Ella Mastrantonio, 1 from Nicole Campbell, 4 from Shannon May, and 5 from Mariana Tabane. And just the solitary goal from Fremantle from Brianne Alexander. So in the final score and the final wrap-up of the Pepsi Women's State Futsal League, the scoreline is Stirling 12, Fremantle 1. Stirling the champions.